Hey, welcome. It's Matthew Lee, the Car Count Fixer. Thank you so much for taking a minute out of your day. If you've been following this series, I've been talking about the 5 most dangerous trends that are facing every auto repair shop in America today. A few days ago, we talked about the fact of clutter in the market. The other day, we talked about increased competition. Today, the third trend is the higher cost and ineffectiveness of the marketing that you're doing. I mean, really think about it. We already talked about clutter. So, the consumer is being bombarded with in excess of 3,000 messages a day. That's a lot. And when you're looking at increased competition, well, I'm sure you see what I see in the mail. You're seeing the promos and the postcards from the new car dealers, from the national and regional chains, from the big box auto repair. Everyone is going after your customer. So how do you become more effective? Well, before I answer that, it's important to understand that when you reach that point of having a good converting ad, meaning that you can send out a postcard or send out a message or a piece of mail and actually get a predictable response, it's a better investment than most other investments. Now, I'm not a real estate guru. I'm not a marketing, or I'm not a stock market guru. But if you look at trends and, over the past several years, stock markets might return 8, 10, 12% increase and return to your investment. So that would mean for every, at a 20% return, every $100 you put in, you would end up a year later with $120. Likewise with real estate. That has typically, from everything I've read, is about a 6% per year return. Now, of course, there's always anomalies. There's always that stock that spikes and makes people wealthy, and there's always those real estate booms. But I'm talking about on average. I'm not talking about the I got lucky anomaly. But compare that to a good advertisement or a good direct mail piece, where you might put $100 in to mail 60, 70, or 100 of your customers and get $600, $700, $800 back in work. Well, those are returns of 600%, 700%. They're far greater than any other investment opportunity you have out there. And when you have that sort of return on investment, the only question that you really have to ask is, how quickly can I spend $1 million, right? So listen, if you're watching this video on my blog, on the right side of the screen here is a button to register into a limited web presentation that I'm doing, where I am going to show you the magic formula that has been developed. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I led a group of my private clients through a mastermind and beta testing group where their objective was to build the ultimate car count machine. Because let's face it, car count leads to sales, sales leads to profits, and profits lead to you attaining the dreams that you actually went into business to attain. So, you can click right here and go register for the web presentation. I promise you, when you understand the formula that we developed, it will just make total sense to you. Absolutely no question. But I don't have time to give it all to you here. Register for the web presentation, and I promise you're going to be happy. And besides, if you don't want to, well, then you fall in one of two groups. A, you fall into the group of people who make it happen, or B, you fall into the group of people who watch it happen. Unfortunately, the people who watch it happen usually wind up asking themselves, what happened? I'm Matthew Lee, the Car Count Fixer. Go ahead and register for the web presentation. You'll be glad you did. Talk to you soon.